When I have a thought, I gotta let it out. It's a bright spot that I can't even doubt. My opinions, my point of view, even if things are a little chopped and screwed. So yeah, even if you disagree. So yeah, even if I'm not in your pedigree. So yeah, especially if you agree. So yeah, so yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you're listening to it. Welcome to the So Yeah podcast with your curly-haired favorite, Caroline Diamond. So, we know Caroline loves pop culture, loves pop music, loves pop, dirty pop, skeet, all that shit, okay? I'm also not an insane person. I think that's very important to bring up. I'm not crazy, all right? I'm a little cuckoo, but I'm not like actually crazy. And I would never consider myself like a stan of anybody. I wouldn't put it so far. I mean, maybe the closest person I was ever a stan for is like maybe Rihanna, but I've still have never seen her live, and I never will because she'll never come out with music again. I also don't want her to come out with music again. I digress. I believe that stan culture is so terrifying and frightening. Like, I'm sorry, you are crazy if you are like so obsessed with an artist that you would go see them front row like 15 times during one album cycle. That's cuckoo bananas. That is cuckoo bananas, all right? Like, first of all, my biggest question for stan culture people, how y'all got money? What jobs do you have that you can spend, I don't know, how much is a front row ticket now? Like $5,000 to see Lady Gaga up close? $5,000 every Mayhem show? What? What job do you do where you can have a budget that you can say, yeah, I'm gonna go to this show, I'm gonna travel here, I'm gonna get a hotel, I'm gonna eat before the show, I'm gonna get the merch. The merch y'all be buying is so expensive and it's gilded, okay? And I'm like, where do the funds come from? Where do the funds come from for this stan culture? And like, I don't think that anybody who is like really famous has like a fan group that is not terrifying. Okay, the Beehive, spooky, okay? The Barbs, terrifying. The Swifties, God help us. Like, everybody needs to just like calm down. Everybody just needs to take an inhale and an exhale. Because, yes, like, if you don't live in Los Angeles or a big city and you don't see famous people and like also being a part of the industry and working in the industry, you slowly start to realize that these famous people are just regular people, and as Shar would say, everybody shits. And so nobody really is that much better than anybody else. Like, of course, do you have more talent in some way? Sure. Yeah. But like, that doesn't make you God. Like, people who think that Taylor Swift is God, I'm like, you actually need to put your feet on the ground and look around, okay? Stop with the stan culture and, like, fighting people online for, like, having a different opinion. That, just, like, let people live. Let people have discourse. Let people chat. Let people have constructive criticism. Again, if I say one thing about Beyonce, it doesn't mean that I hate her artistry. It's like, I don't like this one thing that she does. And we can move on. But then, like, the Beehive would be like, rah, 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 descending, the wasps would be descending down and stinging everybody in sight. These people, these celebrities, don't care about you. They want your money. They want you to buy the vinyl. They want you to buy the 8 different versions of the vinyl. They don't care about you. They care about your pockets. So bring the celebrities down a little bit. Bring yourself up a little bit. Calm down. Save your money. Maybe save for retirement. I don't know. I don't have one. But maybe you have all this money to spend on a concert. Maybe you should use them a little wisely. Okay? Shut it down.
So yeah.
As a woman who is in her 30s now, I've always loved the aspect of going out, okay? I knew from a young age, watching movies and TV shows, I'm like, that looks like fun. Going out with the girls, drinking, dancing, having a ball, having a good time. I saw that as a child and said, that's the life I want to live. Okay, this is my destiny. I'm a 365 party girl. I don't even drink all the time that I go out. I haven't been drinking lately. That's a whole different other story. To dance, I like to have fun. And I went out a lot in college. Woo woo, I was drunk in college, shaking that ass, shaking that thing. Move out to LA, was out, shaking that ass, shaking that thing. Pandemic hit, obviously wasn't shaking my ass, shaking my thing. And then when things started to open up again, Madison and I started to go out, and the landscape of going out has changed drastically. I think that we all know this. This is not a secret. Nothing's gate kept here. Because the people who, were younger and they graduated, whatever, they're outside. Now the 21 kids who were in the pandemic, in college, at home, on Zoom, doing college courses on Zoom, now they're out in the field. They're out on the dance floor. They have no social skills. People have lost social skills in the sense that I don't even need you to be talking to me. But why the fuck would you go out? You would leave your comfy house, come out to a place where you would need to dance and stand on the wall or stand on the floor and not move and stare at each other. Huh? Why? What? Why the fuck are you taking up space? Get the fuck out of my way. If you don't want to dance, if you want to step, again, everybody could step touch, okay? Please step touch. For the love of God, find the beat. Find the 1, find the 2, find the 3, find the 4. Don't clap on 1 and 3 though. I'm gonna clock that real quick, okay? Why would you come out and not move your body? Everybody's worried about being posted and getting in the shot. Who cares? Fuck everybody else. The thing is that when I go out, for the most part, I've hit this groove now. Back, A, back, hey. I am living in my own fantasy. Sometimes I hit a step, but I'm not always because that's also fucking weird to me. I mean, sometimes I like to go out and I do not like to see other dancers because I'm like, this is not a battle on the dance floor. If a cypher starts forming around me, I'm gonna scream, okay? Let me live in my groove and abyss, okay? And I don't want to see a cypher break out, okay? But nobody wants to dance. Nobody wants to move their body anymore. Stop. Who cares about what other people think about you? I'm not worried about looking crazy because the person that's looking at me thinking that I'm crazy, who's stuck in mud, I'm not even looking at you. I don't even see you. You can't see me, John Cena type shit. I can't see you. You're not doing anything for me. I'm not jealous of you. That's the thing, is I'm not jealous of you being stuck in mud. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Go home. Get your Uber. Get your $50 Uber home, bitch. Because you're taking up space. I'm about to elbow you in the throat. Another note with nightlife I have is, why are there no places to go that doesn't require a table or a door fee? Why am I paying $10 to go inside of a place that I don't even know if I fucking like? I don't even know if I want to fucking be here, and you're going to charge me $10 at the door? For what? For what? And $20, $30 to go party? You're crazy. Give me at least a drink ticket. Don't you guys make the most money at the bar? If you didn't have a door fee, people would be more inclined to spend, $21 on 6 ounces of liquid. I'm not doing that. I have a shot in my tits that I'm going to take out and use it in the bathroom. Fuck that. Fuck the door fee. I should be able to party for free. And that's that. It is what it is.
So yeah.
All right, this part of the podcast is called Currently, and it's everything that I am currently reading, watching, and listening to. The other day, Kylie and I chose violence. We chose inner violence for ourselves, and we decided that we should watch Tarzan. And the reason why we even thought about Tarzan is because she's about to teach on a convention. She's like, what songs should I like teach to the kids? Because like, you know, everything is explicit and like, you know, there's so many innuendos now. We gotta save the children. And you know, what song should we do? And then she was looking through a bunch of stuff and like, obviously Trash in the Camp came up. Hello. And we were like, oh my God, amazing song. I also choreographed a tap piece of that back in the day. We forget about those times, okay? And we were thinking to ourselves, like, should we watch Tarzan? I can't tell you the last time I watched Tarzan. We were watching Tarzan. Okay. Disney. It starts off the saddest movie, it gets happy, and then it's the saddest movie. It is so fucking sad. Tarzan is so sad. Are you kidding me? And the way that Disney, you know, kills off a parent, they're like, you know, fuck the mom, fuck the dad, fuck all these people. Now you're an orphan, and now you need to like be raised by apes because everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. What are you talking about? This is in the first like 5 fucking minutes of this program. And then we have to bring Phil Collins into the chat. Okay, Phil motherfucking Collins put his whole ass crack, his taint, his gooch, his dick, his balls, his pussy into the Tarzan soundtrack. He did not have to cook that hard. He flambéed the fuck out of that fucking soundtrack. What, like, literally, what are you talking about? All the songs are so good and so gut-wrenching and beautiful and joyous. So many things. Like, Phil Collins must have made he better have made $1 trillion off of the rights for that fucking soundtrack. And I hope that's paying for the house that he still lives in, okay? Because he deserves it. Could possibly, I don't know, could be a hot take, could possibly be one of the best soundtracks from a Disney movie. I don't know. What else is up there? I have a couple, but I would love to hear what you have to say, my So Yeah listeners. You let me know. You let me know if something dethrones Phil Collins. I don't know. He's pretty high up on the list. As for what I'm listening to, it has already kind of been out for a second, but I'm just not getting into it, which means it just came out. I'm listening to Hayley Williams from Paramore. She came out with a new album. She actually released them all kind of as like singles all in like one day, I feel like. And then like put it into an album. It's so good. I gave it like one listen, but I was like, I need to talk about it on the podcast already. Okay, I gotta start yapping these jaws, all right? Hayley Williams, so good. She's so talented, completely underrated, all right, as a vocalist, as an artist, okay? She's incredible. Listen to her new album. Thank you. And as for what I'm reading, I am going back and I'm reading all the Abby Jimenez books that I haven't read, and Abby Jimenez kind of just, you know, romantic books, kind of like an Emily Henry, and I read Happily Ever After playlist, and this story is so fake. Like, this could never happen. Basically, what happens is this woman, she is driving, and then a dog runs out in front of her car, and as she's trying to, you know, get the dog, you know, sit to safety, and the dog runs up the hood of the car into the sunroof and into her vehicle, okay? And then she's taking care of this dog, and then like goes to find the chip, whatever. He has no chip. He finally calls the number, whatever. The guy gets back to her like 10 days later because he's in Australia doing a backpacking trip, whatever. Turns out that this guy, who is actually the owner of this dog, who was on the loose, is like this, you know, probably like a Dermot Kennedy type of singer-songwriter, you know, strumming on that guitar, and then they end up falling in love. Because they're like, I don't know, like pen pals basically for a couple weeks because he's still in Australia. It's a totally false story. But did I eat it up? Of course I did. Of course. Did I read it in like 4 days? Absolutely I did. And I'm glad I read it. Would I read it again? Probably not. I already forgot what happens. Thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you're consuming this content. I appreciate you being a fan. And even if you're hate watching, I love that you're a fan too. Thanks for giving me my views, sis. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, follow, XYZ. And I'll catch you next time on So yeah.